chats. Can we just appreciate today? It's beautiful outside, and I just had this bit of time where it just went all quiet and it was all beautiful, and the sky is so clear, and it was just really peaceful as I was just coming back home from a school run. So before I start my day, I just wanted to say I've just seen someone who's talking my language, because when I get up in the morning and little Legsy's having his breakfast and stuff, which I've just got to clear away in a minute, sometimes I might put a podcast on something and I'm just listening, and someone was talking my language. Now, I talk about this a lot. I was mentioning it last night, and I have mentioned the other thing quite a lot. So, hi to anyone in chat, but I'm just going to get this out because it's just a short message before I go about my day. Now, I'm going to post this video straight after this, so you can go and check it out which one it was. But it was, I can't remember his name. I think it's Tim, I'm not sure, off Soulology channel on YouTube. Now, I've been saying for this for a long time. There's different ways of connecting to spirit realm. Many people do it in different ways. Some is not for some, because some people are too sensitive. Some different ways are for others. I've said that because you're unique in the way you do it, and they come to you how you will understand it. Someone else might understand it differently, and you'll get it through other messages. I said this last night. You get messages through numbers, what people say, what you hear, what someone said loud enough for you to hear, and you're like, that was a bit weird. You can get it through cards. There's many different tools and different ways you can get spirit through. So this isn't for people who are naysayers. This is for people who understand, or people who might be getting into it. Also, there are different waves. I've said this before. Ripples of what you want to say. Light workers and starseed warriors and light worker warriors. I'm a warrior. I know that. That's not being big-headed. I know that. But there are lots of sensitives out there, and that doesn't mean anyone's better than the other. You all have a job, a mission to do. Let's use that word. And you'll be in, like sort of different groups of what your mission is that you came here to do. A bit like what I was talking about last night about finding your mission and knowing within yourself what that is. So it's not about infighting, because there are people, I'm still seeing that because they are more of a sensitive, they think that more warriors types are like taking over or something. This is the feeling I get. It's not about that. There's a job to do. Like I said, if you're in a job, in an office, there are different people in the office that make that office work with the different jobs they have to do. That's the same thing. Because there are some that are too sensitive and can't handle some things, so others come in to, let's say, kick that side out, so them lot can still do the work, if anyone gets what I'm saying. But the woman who was on Soulology, which I'm going to put up after, was absolutely brilliant at putting that point across. And she's talking to, I'm sure it's Tim, I could be wrong. He's a warrior, she's more of a sensitive, but they work together because that's how it's meant to be. And it's just knowing what category you were in. And it's not one is better than the other or separate. Some people might think it's separate. It's not separate. It's how it's meant to be. I've always said there are different waves. Even Dolores Cannon said that. There are different waves of what you want to say, light workers, light seeds, star seeds, but some are more warrioring. They don't take on too much sensitivity as the sensitive ones. My son, I've realised, my eldest, who's now 21, is a sensitive. He sees and feels things. He gets psychically attacked. I only found out that about 2 weeks ago. He has had the sleep paralysis and all that sort of stuff. There's people who get all that, and they have to learn to deal with certain things, and protect themselves more. I believe, and just like she said in the chat, a lot of warriors don't get that much attack because they're hardened in the field, a bit like what I was talking about last night. So I just wanted to throw this video out in my community page. Or will it be on my community page? No, I'll share it to here. Oh no, it will go to my community page. Yeah, it will go to my community page. Thank you, Irini, of why this had to happen, because there's those that are sensitive that are working with certain stuff, and then there's those that are warrioring to help people come through, and this, that, and the other. So it's still part of the same divine plan, let's say. So this is what people need to realise, because I've noticed there's a lot of people out there that are in the spiritual community that don't get that. They think they are competing with other starseeds and lightwork. It's not about that. It's about knowing what category you're in and knowing your mission and holding true to it. That's why I see a lot of people, I'm still seeing people very confused with what they're meant to be doing. and they're still dilly-dallying about, and they're not really putting much emphasis, let's say, on the actual mission they're supposed to be doing with how they're supposed to be helping in their way. It's just a lot of like really nothingness, if anyone gets what I'm saying. But I'm going to share the video because I think it might help others who are just coming through to this. Hi Effie, through to this. It just makes sense. It makes total sense to me, and that's why I'm sharing it. And I know this message is just for people who understand that. The people who don't get it won't get it. They're probably the people that are still in the realms of thinking someone's better, when it's not all about that. It's about knowing what category you're in within this big world mission that we're all in together. It's not separate, but the little areas that you're in. You know, a bit like Star Wars. In Star Wars, you've had the people who fixed the spaceships, let's say, the fighter spaceships, just as a thing to chuck out there visually. You've had the ones that, you know, the fighters that drove I can't remember what they were called in Star Wars, the fighter ships, you know, going against the Death Star. And you had, you know, the technicians, you have the ones who are on the big commander base and they're all doing that. Everyone's got a job and it's all important, even down to the guy who's, I don't know, down in the basement cleaning something, whatever. X-Wing, what does X-Wing mean? You know what I mean? So everybody's job's important, no matter how little or small or big or you think it is. It all ties together, because without everybody doing their individual jobs, because it's still part of the whole, it wouldn't work. So people need to get over themselves, really look at the category they're in and get on their mission, because I can see there's a lot of people that fell off the path of their mission because they're too interested in other people and focusing on other stuff that isn't really their mission. Personally, that's what I see going on. So I'm going to share Soulology, because Soulology is a warrior as well, and he puts a lot of, I only catch them now and again, but it popped up this morning and thought it was definitely what I've been talking about for a long time in the way I talk about things. But to just pop that out, because I think some of you will be interested and you'll resonate a lot with it. And I haven't got through it all yet. I just knew it was, yep, that makes sense to me right at the beginning. And the lady talking about how sensitive she was also talking about when she sees spirits and what she was working with for the time now, the mission that she's doing now, where she didn't understand it years ago. But she was a sensitive, very sensitive, and she's had to deal with the bad side of spirit, if you want to say, the dark side of spirit. But she also knows that the light warriors are needed, and she appreciates that. So like I said, it's a big, massive mission altogether, but you have your individual sectors that you're doing. And when you come into realizing that, you'll understand more. And then, like I said, then she talks about then she talks about, why do you always redirect what you say? I find it very weird. Then it's all about also of how they connect to you and how they communicate through different ways, if you're listening, because they communicate through ways you'll understand, so it's not so scary to you. And this is another thing I see with people out there, is when I connect with spirit, which I do different ways, and I show a lot of it, you get other people saying it's not that, it's this, it's that, that's not real. No, that's the way it connects with me, because that's the way I understand it. They might not connect with you that way because they're connecting with you another way that you'd understand. This is what people need to get over, and stop labeling people and going on at people, and really get back on their mission. Your soul mission, Soulology, and it's great that his show is called Soulology, because it is the soul retrieval we're going through, and people really need to get to grips with that. So hi, good servants. So thanks all for just listening in. Like I said, I'll just be popping in and out over Christmas, but it won't be long chats. But I just wanted to put this out there because it's really good. I'm going to go and post it straight after this. You know, and you can always comment after and let me know what you think and feel. And it's just, you know, it's just there to help people, especially who are coming over now. So I will see you soon. Have a great day. And like I said, it's beautiful outside. Feeling very calm again. I had a dream last night, but I can't really remember. Yeah, happy Christmas to you as well. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing long chats, but I will be just popping in now and again with little tidbits and going on and a lot on my community page. So I'm still about. So, you know, if you're feeling a bit like, oh my God, I'm still around, my energy is still around. So, yeah, so please check Soulology out. He has a lot, and I can't remember what the lady was called, but I am going to post it now, and I will see you soon. Bye.